Hi, I'm John. This is my show, A Sports Reckoning. So people have been saying to me, why are you doing so much Michael Jackson conversation in your videos? You're not, what's this, why is your name A Sports Reckoning and stuff? And it's like, well, I'm crossing it over, I'm mixing it in, but it's like, okay, well, if you want a Sports Reckoning video, I'll give you one. This is what I would do as being a Sports Reckoning, right? Now, you guys are not going to like this video, and that's why I kind of had to go off and do a little bit other stuff, because you do not like this video. If nobody watches your work, it's like the thing, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, did it make any sound? You know, it's one of those stories. So if nobody watches your stuff, what's the purpose? You know, so that you need people to watch your stuff if you're trying to get message out. So I'm going to make you a Sports Reckoning video, right? And you're not going to like this, all you people out there. So I'm going to attack you too. So let me just say something really quick. There's like the big misconception about that God is nice and kind and the devil is mean and angry. First of all, that's totally wrong. The whole world's backwards. The whole world's backwards. The devil says to you, I love you. You're beautiful. God says to you, fuck you, you loser. I don't need you. God is the one that fucking says fuck you. Devil is the one saying, I love you. Let's be kind. So this whole kind world bullshit of how these people, that's satanic fucking agenda. So no, I ain't gonna live in your fucking satanic world following the fucking rules and laws that have been thrown down and created by Satan, because that's what the fuck you're doing, and I'm going to prove it right here, okay? So here's the great curator. If you don't know, I despise him with his gentleman code. I despise it as like one of the most highest forms of evil that is existing in the world. And then he's right here in this community. And I want to abolish this kind of evil that exists in this community. No doubt about it. And great curator is the one spouting this shit. So I'm definitely against him shit, right? So I'm going to prove to you that great curator is a fraud. That actually what he's doing is promoting satanic evil agenda and stuff, right? Now, the great curator, if he's a dealer at a table and somebody walks up to him with attitude that he doesn't like, that they're actually doing something that's wrong, right? He has every right to say to that person, you know, sir, I don't really want to be dealing with you, so I'd appreciate it if you would just walk on by my table because I'm not going to be selling you anything. He's got every right to do that. Once the person has come up and started being crazy and shit, right? But he's got no right to be spouting out to the community that everybody's got to be good and all this bullshit. He's got no right to do that. You're talking down to everybody because 1 in 1,000 guys comes up and is rude to you at your table. And so, because you can't handle dealing with the one guy, you can't just kindly say to him, sir, you know, I don't appreciate the way you're speaking to me. Can you please just step away from my table because I'm not going to be selling you anything? Okay, that's how you deal with that situation. You don't need to be belittling thousands and thousands of people out here trying to uplift yourself like you're something that you sure as hell ain't. So now let me show you what Satan, the actual world of Satan, what a Satan worshiper is. And I'm going to prove to you this is what Satan is and how it's fully accepted in society and how they're trying to intermingle and take over control of the normal people who actually have good souls and shit, right? So now watch. He'll say, like, he'll put his subscribe thing. I'm not a person here that's saying, I'm not worried about whatever words he says. I'm not worried about his words damaging anything of what I do. I have no fear of this guy, so go ahead. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. Subscribe to the Great Curator. Go ahead. I'll say his name, the Great Curator. Subscribe. I care less. But these weak losers out there, I'm not going to say their name. I'm not going to give them any attention because you're afraid of the truth. If you were capable and strong enough of dealing with the truth, if you actually were the person of what you would represent, you would have no fear of a person like me and my voice. You would see like the way I see about you. Your words are weak. Your soul is weak. You're a pathetic fraud individual who's fallen in the satanic agenda of the world. Okay, I have no fear of you. Are you kidding me? Go ahead, subscribe to him. It's ridiculous. Now, let me show you here.
Let's spread this message of positivity. Let's forget about all that negativity, all those clowns. Forget those fools. Okay, guys? All right. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.
I'm the great curator.
Okay, so see right here is the Gentleman Investor Code. Okay? The Gentleman Investor Code. Now, this code, the way it's running up, this is clearly a representation of Star Wars. Okay? Now, if you talk about Star Wars, it's the battle of good and evil. It's really always be positive and set high standards of conduct and civility in the hobby. The next line, be nice and polite, kind. See, that's what I'm saying. God says, fuck you, loser. I don't need you. Satan says, I love you. You're beautiful. Because Satan needs you. God does not need you. Why would God come up and be talking this kind of shit? God don't need you. Satan needs you. Satan is the one that talks this way and wants to control you and make you soft and weak and make you bow down. That's fucking Satan and shit, right? But what I'm saying here is, the way he's running these credits up like that, he's using the Star Wars representation of how, you know, in a galaxy far, far away, okay, the same type of thing, right? So he's using that, definitely. So Star Wars is the battle of good and evil, right? Representation of good and evil, right? You got the dark force, the dark side, you know, dark side of the force against the Jedi Knights and the light side. It's all about good and evil. That's what it's all about. Now, this is Kobe Bryant. He has a video. This is called Inside Kobe Bryant's Muse Cage Part 1 on ESPN. Now, if you clearly can see, this video is geared towards children. It's geared towards children. Now, what does Satan do? Satan acts all nice and kind so he can get at your children, because they're the ones that have the pure hearts. They're the most influenceable. They're the most easily gotten. Okay? So what Satan wants to do is he's always going after the kids and shit, right? So this video is clearly a child's video. It's made for children. No doubt, we don't have to argue that, right? We can all clearly see this is made for children, and this is Kobe Bryant, no doubt about it. Now, let's listen to what Kobe Bryant has to say as giving inspirational, good motivational speech towards children. Let's listen to what Kobe Bryant has to say.
Every Muse Cage is powered by two forces. Light musings, you're nice.
Oh, thank you.
You're great.
Oh, so nice of you.
And dark musings, worthless. You're a failure.
Make it stop.
Yeah, light musings make you feel good and happy.
Yeah.
Dark musings make you feel bad and angry.
Oh, I don't like dark musings.
Most people don't. But what they don't understand is that dark musings just may be our greatest source of energy and power.
Oh.
If you're looking for your inner beast, it's most likely living inside of a dark muse.
That's enough of that. So, Kobe Bryant just spouted a bunch of satanic, demonic fucking propaganda to try and influence the minds of children. No doubt about that, that's what he just did. Now, is the great curator going to step up and ever say, Kobe Bryant was spouting evil, demonic propaganda towards children, telling them that they need to focus on their dark energy, if that's where their real power lies, if they want to find their inner beast? Do you think great curator would ever fucking put him down for doing that? Or will he put me down for trying to expose that this is happening? Now, did you see how the real message of what is being put out here from Kobe Bryant and how it aligns with what the great curator is doing? It's demonic, satanic agenda to get you to relinquish your individuality and the powers of what you have and your God-given talents, to get you to bow down and follow and worship in the path of Satan. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. This is my kind of sports reckoning. A sports reckoning is saying, Kobe Bryant, okay, we can honor him as being a great basketball player, but once he stepped over this, he crossed the line. And I don't give a fuck about whatever he did as a basketball player. He's promoting satanic fucking agenda to children, and he's not to be honored or respected in any ways. And actually, I don't give a fuck about that he ended up dead in a fucking helicopter crash. You got what you deserved because you sold your fucking soul to the devil. Am I going to feel sorry for you that devil turned on you and sacrificed you? No, I do not. He was murdered, no doubt about it. I'm not going to feel sorry. He sold his fucking soul to the devil. The devil turned on him and sacrificed him for the devil's benefit. No doubt about that that's what happened. I'm not going to fucking feel sorry for Kobe Bryant. And I will no longer fucking honor him as any form of a hero in this world. And anybody that does would be a satanic piece of shit like the great Curator. Do you think that if Kobe Bryant walked up to the great Curator's table, do you think that the great Curator would ever have the nerves to fucking say to him, I don't like what you were saying there. I don't like how you were telling kids that they need to focus on their inner beast and find it through their dark energy and shit. Do you think he would ever say that? Or would he just be like, I love you, Kobe. You're the greatest. Sign this. Oh, you're so welcome around here. That's what he would do. Satan is here. They're in your fucking community. They're trying to control you. You either fucking understand and recognize it for what it is, or you will fall into line of what the patterns of what they're fucking setting forth for you to fall in line with.